If you could comprehend the complexities of the cosmos, if you could fathom the frightful forces of the dark, if you could ponder how the harrowing howls of the hellish hordes might sound, then on this voyage I'd implore you to embark. 'Tis a tour of toil and terror, a tour that takes no charted course. Accept my offer if you're certain. No time's allotted for remorse. So say your last goodbyes and purge all second thoughts, because you just might have what it takes to steel yourself, stave off the shakes, and join the voyage of the Necronauts. So, come aboard this cursed cruise and take your time acclimatizing. Be assured this is no ruse. I know you may find this surprising, but we at Whately Necronautic Tours take pride in ailing ambiguity. So go ahead and read our black brochures. Our scruples reside in perpetuity. Now, if you're ready, that is, let us begin. First stop, feeding grounds of the great Snappy. Consult your maps. You might perhaps perceive a patch bereft of ink, for no sane soul has sought to test the waters round that abominable thing. Cartographers keep their distance. Many sailors are resistant to the prospect of becoming yet another merry meal of the obscenity that grew from the deepest and darkest of abysms. A beast so alien, so black, it would be suicide to try inflicting pain on it. So many souls have tried and died, it always ends the same. The strain on mental wherewithal aside, the very sight of this lumbering leviathan makes one wish that they were blind. This terribly tentacled tenant, it takes its time dispatching of resident reavers and raiders and wayward degenerates, relishing every morsel of meat it can eat as it strangles boats the bow. Just how can you hope to escape? In this case, it's considered a mercy to drown. They've said to have seen 10,000 claws exuding from this beast and more beneath the carnal crimson crust that scabs the waters round its murderous maw. The more you resist, the madder it gets, the madder you'll go as it slowly digests you, screaming and squirming, delighting and churning you up for its supper. They always taste better live, seasoned with fear. Improves on the flavor. Least I'd wager that's why he does it. You may be wondering why old Snappy isn't joining us right now for an evening snack. Well, the honest truth is, he is. We've bumbled buoyantly above his monstrous mass for the past 500 miles. The calmest waters in the world. He makes it that way. Irresistible to sailors. At least it used to be. There was a time when fleets of meat would sail these seas, replete with surly snacks of so many varieties. Nowadays, he'd be lucky to land a school of shrimp, or the odd mollusk monarch. But as gargantuan as old Snappy is, there's always a bigger fish, and our patron keeps this pelagic prowler in check. Bad for business serving tourists as appetizers. They make much better desserts. Just don't get too close to the sides of the boat, as one small slip and the great Snappy just might feed again. Second stop, the Headstone Archipelago. Once upon a tide, a prosperous island port, exultant in its infamy, caught the ire of a lord, whose occult inclinations bore fruit to powers untoward. This nest of thugs and fiends, it seems, were upheaved in the night by violent storms that raged and tore, leaving naught but bones in sight. This tireless tempest took a toll, not merely on these blackguards' bodies, but their souls. And as we meander through these direful isles, I'd recommend that you compose yourself. As while the devastation drawn upon this place has since relented, the corsairs caught in that calamity have been all but left demented. To be human is a dream to them, their blood infused with salt and brine, their hateful hollowed hearts consumed with malice and malign. And if you listen very carefully, you'll hear them shrieking endlessly, a perpetual cacophony of acute cosmarial cries. Cries for long-lost livelihoods and the death of days gone by. But don't be fooled. They'd sooner carve out your heart than wistfully reminisce about old times. So, as we navigate this den of darkened thieves, carry on as you were, make no sudden movements, and don't forget to breathe. Fear not the baleful visages of these black and savage entities, for now it's time to test your will against the horror of their screams. These wailing wraiths will screech and scare, so make sure you're ready, and do beware. It only takes the scent of fear to gain their ghoulish gaze. And once they've got you, well, let's just say we don't give refunds to the dead. So relax, enjoy your stay. The Headstone Archipelago, the place where dreams are made. If said dreams involve exsanguination and the occasional bloodied blade. Third stop, the Untethered Schism. Now, ladies and lowlifes, you're in for a treat, so unfold a chair, relax, take a seat, as you witness an unnatural wonder of the world unfurl before your eyes, a surprise few can beat. If our calculations are correct, here we go. Watch now, novice naughts, as the tepid twilight air tears asunder. Look to the heavens, sweet and sublime, cracking with the timorous turn of the tide. This time of day, this time of year, localized it shall appear. Above the clouds, a shroud that rips the sky from ear, to where all manner of monstrosities may lurk and leer, appearing to the world like wanton wisps amidst the bridge from there to here. The black of night and light of day are drawn into the rift. It's quite a sight. Wibbly-wobbly wobbling there, you see the blight it spews, stars it chews. Now choose your splash vests carefully, there should be one for all of you. Wherever ships may sail, where precious cargo they entail, the rift will rear its ruptured grin, spouting taint and sucking in all seasoned souls and antique trinkets, even livestock. Why not take the blood that's offered? There it shall appear, oozing abstract acids and placid precipitates, nebulous tendrils and ancient amalgamates. The schism bleeds ephemeral energies, unearthing anything slightly anomalous, ominous, onerous, orous, or even cadaverous, amorous, answerous, cancerous. Fancy the chances of glancing a glimpse of the emperor's incubus tentacles coiling the crack in the sky as you wince at the fell fire burning your eyes, defying your mind, and you wonder just why the schism chose you to die. To survive a trip to the rift would be a testament to one's unrelenting nature. So congratulations to those of you who are left. If you thought the schism was exciting, you have no idea where we're going next. Final stop. We're nearing the end of the tour now. Thank you all who stayed. We lost a few along the way, but as they say, you've got to make do with what remains of the day. There's so much more we wanted you to see. It is indeed a travesty to miss the majesty of the maelstrom of mentality, where the weirdly whirling waters tug and pull at one's own sanity, or to enjoy having tea with some eccentric eldritch entities, quaffing iridescent ichor as sirens sing salaciously. But unfortunately, all paths lead to here. You've all been entertaining guests, for sure, but now it's time we came ashore, and all of you faithful fellows felt the liberation of your just reward. Many have doubted the existence of this place for centuries. It's been abandoned for even longer. But it's real, all right. Careful as you step off the vessel. This city is a relic of the eons. This, an apocryphal acropolis of infallible invention, steeped in the aura of the old ones. Did I forget to mention? There is one reigning resident amidst these xiphoid ziggurats. He clambers by 10 stories high beside Triquetras towers, spiraling towards the sky. He ambles through these alleys, lurking behind, just out of sight. Yet, in the corner of your eye, and he has been looking forward to meeting you. You individuals with such seasoned souls, proven to have braved the abominable aberrations of the abyss, striking deep into dark waters, taciturn, taking no quarter. Steadfast seafarers staring into the face of death, declaring, "No! Such life! Such irresistible life! You'll do quite nicely. That's precisely why you're here. Now, be a dear and kneel before our patron. Gaze in reverence at his malevolent eminence, the progenitor of all who came before, who will rise again once he's been restored. Don't despair. Your sacrifices will contribute greatly to our cause. We hope you've enjoyed the tour, and that your imminent harvesting doesn't put a dampener on an otherwise delightful cruise. Do be sure to leave a review. Criticism's where we thrive. We'll see you on the other side.